My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 30 July 2022. The truth is unpleasant. The indicative of our reflection. It is good to have conviction and commitment, but by themselves they do not show or guarantee that they are right, because many can be convinced and committed to what is wrong also. Therefore, it is only the actions and their consequences that prove them either right or wrong. We are living in a world where often popularity is taken as acceptability, and acceptability is taken for the legitimacy or greatness of something. But this is not always correct. Often the wrong thing appeals and gets approval, while right thing annoys and gets disapproved. Therefore, popularity and approval do not always make a thing right. More explicitly, truth is not always liked and appreciated and approved. It may even lead to unfavorable reactions and consequences. This is what we concretely see in the case of Jeremiah and John the Baptist in the first and second readings respectively. Jeremiah prophesied against Israel, warning them of the impending destruction. And John the Baptist condemned the adulterous cohabitation of Herod with Herodias, his brother's wife. The pronouncement of both Jeremiah and John the Baptist was very unpleasant and hard to hear and approve. Hence, both incur the wrath of the opponents. But they stood their ground. Their concern was not to please the hearers or twist the truth or escape the risk. Their only concern was God's will and truth. Their whole aim was to be faithful and truthful, come what may. They were convinced of doing the right thing, and they were prepared to pay the price. They stand before us as real prophets. They also expose before us the false prophets. Who are these false prophets who abound in our times? The false prophets are self-seeking and self-promoting. They have their vested interests, but they present them as the right values. They project themselves as justice warriors, but they crush the dignity and rights of others in the name of fighting for their own so-called rights, which are actually self-interest or group interests. At times, these fake prophets twist the whole truth because they want to please others. Thus, they are not truthful. On the contrary, true prophets are always truthful. They seek only God's will and ways. They are convinced and concerned only about the good of others. They are convinced of the right values and they courageously go to any extent, even death, for the sake of God and His mission. And now, the imperative for our life: am I truthful and just? How true is my truthfulness and how just is my justice? Is my truthfulness only a disguise of slander? Is my justice only a garb for self interest or group interest?